my gosh, I totally failed last night. I was uploading our last week's onto YouTube. Closed my laptop before I went to bed.
So it's just all the progress is gone.
Well, it's at 78%. So, yeah, it's fine. I was like, I got all the way to work and I was like, oh, I'm gonna share the link, and then I was like, where is it?
Oh no, that's the worst feeling. And you're like, I definitely closed it and totally forgot.
I know. Oh, that's okay, Bex. I'm glad you're here though.
Thank you for coming and saying hi.
Oh my gosh. I planned on like reviewing too, and then
Me too. We're always ahead, just to not be.
I know. It's ridiculous. I started an arc last night and literally like I was like falling asleep reading it.
I know, that's the worst. I'm really bad at reading at night. I will close my eyeballs.
Yeah. I like and I read on my iPad, so it was like I whacked myself in the face. It was like nice.
Gosh. Okay, hold on. I gotta get my dog some water. BRB, sorry to leave you. And I don't think I can like mute it, so you might hear me talking to my dog. Okay.
It's fine. I'm trying to see who else is in here. All of our friends. Okay, so today or tonight, oh my god, I don't even know. I can't talk. We're gonna do chapters 23 through 25, hopefully. Because last time we only got through 20 through 22, and we were fully planning on going through all 6 of those, and we did not make it. But you know, yeah, we're yappers, so I feel like so much like we're finally getting into the like meat and potatoes of this with, after Reese just showed up, Cal and I just happened. The end of chapter 22 was when she ended and she was like, I didn't lock my bedroom door that night. Because
You were like, I was listening as I was coming over here. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see your shirt. What's on your shirt?
Oh, it's a Valaris.
Ooh.
I love
it.
this like style, and there's stuff in the back, something in the back.
I love the colors, the pinks and the
Yeah.
pinks. So pretty. Hey, friend.
I wish you know how like with Harry Potter, like everyone has their like house, but I feel like with ACOTAR, they only ever do Valaris. I'm like, can we get some like spring court up in here? Can we get some winter court? Like, can we get one from every court?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I like the ones that they probably don't sell them anymore since I guess the licensing changed. I don't know how that's working for Etsy people, but I had this shirt in my cart forever, and it was like the band looking shirts where it's like Manon, Blackbeak. It looks like a band, and then it has the like lineup is all of the names of the 13. So it looks like it's like the tour dates, but it's all the names. Oh, it's so good.
That's so cute.
I know, I want it.
Like all of my SJM shirts are all Crescent City.
Oh, yeah. I've only been gifted all of my clothing that I have. I have a big blanket back here, but I don't like my friend who introduced me to the books, or one of my friends, she gave me like a Fat Boy sweatshirt, a Valaris sweatshirt. She gave me like everyone's names. I don't know, I have a couple things, but I need to get my first purchase.
Yeah, I just got a Fireheart shirt from that Down the Bond.
I want a Fireheart shirt.
I'll send it to you. It's so
Go on with
cute.
a Fireheart shirt.
No, and then what else? Oh, I was gonna talk to Nina with, her book stuff. I want a tapestry in my office. And I was like,
That will be so
what if I got
pretty.
one of her designs as like a right?
That would be really pretty.
I know. So I gotta see how she's feeling about that. But
That's gonna be, oh my gosh, that's been crazy. By the way, sorry, side note before we get started. I was doing my son's hair, and it was like Messer, and I was like, oh, I paused, my phone was charging in the other room, I ran to the other room. I was like, did she say Messer?
uh-huh.
Literally rewound it, but I was like, let me let me make sure that I'm not being crazy right now.
I know, like the way I was just like,
It reminded me of that video you posted recently where you were like listening to an audiobook in your library and you were like, that was me. I just was in existential crisis. I was like, did I hear that? Who? Trying to remember. I was like, I'm remembering who that is, right? Like I'm so confused. Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl. Yeah, it's so good. I can't wait to hear your updates. Oh, lovely. Now we're at 79% on the upload.
1%?
1%.
Woo!
Fine.
Okay. So we're on, I didn't lock my bedroom door that night. We're on 23. You know that we got through 3 chapters in 2.5 hours.
I know.
That's why it's heavy on the yap. We said after we're like, yeah, we really chitty chatted that whole time.
Heavy on the yap, which I think is really funny because not last week, but the week before, you were like, should we do like 10 chapters at a time? And I'm like,
but I was like, should we like take certain points? Because otherwise, imagine if we were to do like every book in the Maasverse. Good Lord, we'd be sitting here for 3 years.
well,
I know.
it's probably going to take that long before book 6 comes out. So
no, and I just saw that thing you liked on Instagram where it said we're getting 2 more books before CC4.
Excuse me?
That made me die a little bit inside, honestly. Cheryl said highbrow yapping. We are very highbrow.
Pinkies up.
In our jammies. Freshly showered in my jams, ready to chat books.
I did look cute today for work. But
I love your little fit, your little denim vest. Little denim vest.
Walmart.
Oh. Fancy.
Okay.
Okay, anyway.
I'm getting some life back with this caffeine. I'm like,
yeah. Oh my god. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Ready as I'll be, because I'm trying to remember where we were.
I don't think we even got into 23.
Okay.
Did we? Yeah, I just have like highlighted that very first like paragraph where he says his enchanted forest. She called it his.
Yeah, and remember she said in chapter 18, she said it looked like he could just curl up in his little beastie form basically and take a nap.
Yeah. Cheryl, if I think on your end, I think you found it. You found it. The bottom right. Yeah.
Thank
you
you.
can
Thank you.
share with all your friends. Our friends.
You can manage AI summaries in settings. Do you see that notice?
What?
Ew.
Oh yeah. It was saying that last week. Like it'll suggest like summarizing what you've been talking about.
Pass. Or pass.
Too smart for me.
Yeah. I don't even know what I'm talking about, so
yeah.
Honestly. Hi, Emily. Wait, is Emily here? I think. I just saw her name pop up. Okay, so I just was highlighting things that reminded me, Enchanted Forest, the canopy of leaves, the grassy glen, the clear brook, all the stuff that we talked about before. They're just the similar scene. And then his golden hair and mask glisten, maybe not his hair, but the mask glistened bright against the emerald carpet. So now I can't stop seeing, metals everywhere. Oh yeah, this is when he does the willow. This is when he drops her enchantment. This was so crazy.
I know. I forgot that this was like how it happened.
And what's weird is, this isn't even what's weird, but he says that Willow's singing always puts me to sleep. And she says, the what of what? Which that's not the, like, if you were like, the what puts you to sleep? Like, the what of what doesn't even make sense. What is she talking about? Why'd she say it like that? The what? It's the willow that you don't know. Why are you saying what twice? Anyway, she's
singing of the willow, maybe. So the what of the, I feel like it should be the what of the what.
Is anyone else?
This part is your Roman Empire. I love it.
I only have 700 tabs happening here. Okay.
I have when they're like talking about it, like he's like, see my world, hear it, smell it, taste it. And then she asked how, and he said, every gift comes with a price. And I know he's like being cheeky, but it makes me think like
I literally
every
wrote,
gift
what
comes with a
price?
price.
What was his price? Exactly. He also has paid a price in that regard.
Right. But it reminds me of like, again, before we go, there's going to be spoilers for all of ACOTAR, Crescent City, Throne of Glass, just in case anyone was unaware, because this is a reread. So just before I go further, but it makes me think of at the end when she gets a drop of everyone's essence, that would be a gift, right? So can they call in their price later on? Can each High Lord call in a price? And is that, it made me think like, is that Reese, was that Reese's price? Is his price was them being mates?
That's a really good point. I didn't think about it from that direction because I was thinking about it like the gift was because what the trade for it was like for what she gave. So like she was owed a gift is how I was reading it. But I think that that's also a good point that individually she owes a gift to or a
Yeah.
price to each of the High Lords. Yeah, I think it kind of goes twofold there.
Because technically she did not break the curse.
Yeah, the curse was already ended.
So they didn't know her shit. So she owes them. Oh my god, I look so pale.
Well, you look good, pale. I don't.
I think it goes. The echo of Mala giving the drop to Aelin for what she gave. Oh.
Yeah, and the same for Bryce. That's literally what Jessica says to Bryce. She says, "For what you gave to Midgard, we can basically make this trade, and my life for your life." So
Yeah. But Feyre did not give anything, if we're getting technical. She just got.
I think that they mean for what you did because she still did go through the trials for the people. They still cheered her on. They still were released because she whatever. I don't know if Amarantha, because obviously we haven't got there yet. I don't know if she, from her perspective, like extended the ability to break the curse, but it was just her way of roping Feyre into failing and then becoming indebted to her. She expected her to fail, but
Yeah.
but their masks fell off, so there was some sort of breaking the curse via the riddle. I feel like, but I don't know.
Was it from that or was that when Tamlin
No,
Amarantha?
I thought that that's why. Oh, actually, I don't remember. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
don't honestly.
obviously we're like way far from there, but it just got my little spidey senses going. Because then he follows up, I'm one of the high fae. We don't give anything without gaining something from it.
So what? And what's interesting about that is what I think that tells you that if the High Lords were giving of their own free will, they would have expected something in return, which kind of alludes to it being a mind control. You know, because he kind of makes it seem like I went into their minds and I asked them for help. I think I've talked about this before, but if it was asking, one Baron wouldn't have been the first one. Baron was not the first one. I'll do it. That's not.
No.
That speaks to it being mind control, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot, I don't have a pen, so I'm gonna write that down. I don't think I have a pen.
Wait, I told if Tasha comes in here, I was like, or Di, I was like, you guys can be the historians. She was like, I need to get a note.
Yes. We need someone what's it called? Taking minutes.
Yes. Prince said, I think there's more to Baron and Tamlin's relationship than we've seen, not in a creepy way. I think so too. It's really interesting because obviously, if they had any sort of connection for him to treat Lucian the way he did, it's like, well, we don't have a freaking relationship now. You know, I'm siding with him as far as Tamlin's concerned, as far as I feel like his mentality would be. So I wonder what that is. That's such a good point.
Yeah, that's not in a creepy way. Hopefully not.
Oh my gosh. So that would be. Okay, yeah, I think I just highlighted bits of that, but this is
and I had like
go ahead.
oh sorry. Well, I had like about the sound of the willow. Did you have stuff about the willow, like at the singing, how it's like an ethereal melody, a woman melancholy and weary, the willow. It made me think like, do I need to write this down to like, do we ever hear someone else speaking or singing with that kind of melody? And then it said there was no tangy, no tangy metallic stench. No, the smell of magic had become like jasmine, lilac, and roses. So now her scenting of magic no longer smells metallic, it smells floral, which I'm like, what's that about?
We were talking about this in the Ages of Man comments. Cheryl and you and Di, or maybe Lo, I can't remember, and Dasha. So we were basically sort of bringing up how she, when she first obviously comes into Prithian, she smells the metallic tang every time magic is used. And we were kind of relating it to the Ages of Man. We were saying, like, is it because she's from that, like, human realm, that iron-based realm where she kind of moves into this? We're really getting into, like, Ages of... I don't know how deep this goes, but I feel like, could it be explained by she's crossing into this, like, magical realm where there is gold, silver, bronze, not infused, but you know what I mean? So it's like she's kind of getting this different sense that she's not used to. And then when she's turned Fae, it's normal. She loses that noticing of the metals, which is just funny because we've just been talking about the metals. It's just very interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's what's happening. And the salts. She was talking about how salts are basically like diluted metals. And we were saying like how they're digging for salt in Throne of Glass, and they have the negative reaction to iron. Is that because, like, if magic comes from the land and salt is within the land where it's diluted metal, if they're like excavating salt in Throne of Glass, does that have to do with why they are sensitive to iron via salt? Whereas in Prithian, they are not excavating any salt. There's no salt mines. There's no nothing. Is that significant to the difference of one realm being affected by salt, by iron, and one not? I don't know if that makes sense, but that we were talking about it. It's kind of hard to or like to, you know, put it in the.
I get that. I always thought the salt, because like Cheryl says, there's salt has magic in Crescent City. I feel like the salt has to be related to like the word or the word gates somehow, because like I feel like they utilize it when they're trying to do heavy duty
Like
world travel,
like the mystics.
Yeah.
Maybe,
or even just talking to those passed on.
I think the salts are like the summit, because I get what you mean, like how in Throne of Glass, how she did. Oh, but because there's iron in your blood, which is why she drew with blood to open the portals. And there's, you know what I'm saying? Like if we're saying, because they use summoning salts to summon, like not portal travel, but like communication. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just.
Is that how they got the tattoos to stay too? Did they use salt to get the ink to stay in their bodies? Remember, they used something.
I don't remember. You mean an Air of Fire or Rowan's tattoo for her? The second one.
Rowan's tattoos. Yeah. Anytime he tattooed, they said they're.
She said yes.
They had to use something.
Would you mean Rowan, like Rowan OG, like with Gavriel when we first see this happening in Air of Fire?
All of it. Anytime they give a tattoo, they have to use salt. Otherwise, their body automatically heals it, the ink.
I didn't remember that. Oh my gosh. He does it to Aelin. That's so funny. And it heals them. And
then he puts the word gate or the word mark on her in a tattoo with salt, because that's the only way. Yeah.
Which means that did Danica do the same thing to
Bryce?
In the same way that, and I was gonna make a video about this, but I didn't really know where else to take it. But basically, you know how he wrote, I think we talked about this, how the map was tattooed on her back, and then at the end it was like it called her home. And I was wondering if the horn being tattooed on Bryce's back called her home, if that's what took her home. You know what I'm saying? You smell what I'm stepping in, girl?
I do. I absolutely do.
What are you laughing at me? What are you thinking?
I'm just looking at my cat being.
Oh my gosh.
He's like, oh, it's yap and recap. I'll just settle in.
I'm sneaking in because you wouldn't be able to tattoo a face otherwise. Yeah.
Yeah, and we don't know about tattoos in Crescent City. Like we know people have them, but we don't know more about like how they get it to stay. We know in ACOTAR that when we see tattoos, it's usually something to do with a bargain done in the night court. So they eat like tattoos in each series has its own little lore around it.
Yeah. I agree. And then also like priestesses, they have.
Yeah, there are tons of salts mentioned in Crescent City, like, and
Yeah,
how
well,
important they are. And they're like black market. They're like black
He's like,
market.
give me your black salt. He's like, I don't have any. She's like, bro.
Yeah.
There are so many different salts. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. And then she says, everything was magic and it broke my heart. Why?
Extra.
Oh, we're getting to that part that I sent you the voice note about because I was too excited to wait for this to talk about.
Okay.
Okay. So that paragraph after that, it says, it was Tamlin, but not. Rather, it was the Tamlin I dreamed of. His skin gleamed with a golden sheen, and around his head glowed a circlet of sunshine. And that ties in to Morgan's theory, the Persephone and Hades theory, because we're like, okay, who's Hades? Is it Tamlin or is it Rhys? So the circlet of sunshine is relative to Helios. And Helios, in ancient Greek mythology, had a circlet of daylight around his head. And he was an all-seeing deity. He was also the one who revealed Hades' abduction of Persephone to Demeter, her mother.
Ooh.
And it made me think of like, I know, Tamlin doesn't go and like tell Papa Archeron, but when Rhys takes her, he goes to Hybern and is like, I gotta get my girl back. How am I gonna get her back? Like he's like tattling that someone took her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it made me think. Right? E-bomb bastard for you.
That's my friend. That's crazy though. That's really cool. Someone commented something really crazy. I can't remember what mythology it was, but they said there was like a mythology about the like getting near the underworld, and it says, I'm gonna butcher the quote, but basically it's like, be aware of the, I don't want to say eternal spring, but I feel like it was something like, be aware of the eternal spring to the left of the house of Hades, where there's a white cypress. Like, I can't remember the whole quote, but it was a warning in mythology about spring to the left of the house of Hades, and still how it's like, just beware, you're getting close. But I just thought that someone sent me the quote today. I have to go back and find it. We got to do some digging on it because it's just kind of linked into, is this like approaching Hades? Are they all part of the underworld? You know what I'm saying? I love that. So yeah, but why is it the Tamlin I dreamed of? What does that mean?
Yeah, like did she dream of Tamlin?
Yeah.
Was she dreaming of him? Because it says that, like, I think it was in like chapter 22 or yeah, where she like had her first like peaceful sleep, but I don't remember if it said something about her dreaming.
Yeah, I don't either. She could hear the singing, and then I guess it goes away. Why can't I see you? Oh yeah, then he's not glowing anymore. And she's like, he says it's glamour, and he says to look normal. And he says, being a high lord, even one with limited powers, comes with physical markers too. It's why I couldn't hide what I was becoming for my brothers from anyone. It's still easier to blend in. Which is interesting to me because, again, the land is picking. So what gift What there's like the price thing. It's like, how did he get the gift?
What are the markers also? Like, what are these markers? Are we ever told?
Just super bright people.
Just like, or like more power? Yeah.
Physical
I don't
marker.
know.
What's the physical marker? I need more elaboration.
Yeah, me too.
And then she's like, what, trying to pull his mask off his face or something? Like,
Yeah.
shock.
I just want to know what you look like, which I was like, very
Don't we
Beauty and the
all?
Beast.
Don't we all?
Like,
Bam.
oh, Cheryl says, like the Helios thing. It makes me think of Celine saying the thing about her child who sometimes shone with light of star. So like starlight.
Who glowed, yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
Which I think back then also, I think they're talking about, because if we're talking about Thea, I think as a god, if she was a god, then she could have a child. Like Nyx, it's so funny because they're the babies that they're having. It's almost like that's too hard to just explain. They're kind of going backwards with their children that they have, like in as far as mythology goes. But what if when she says like her child is a child of night, what if she means like her child is the child of the night, like the god of the night? Versus the night court, because she doesn't say I married a high lord of night or he became a high lord of the night court. He became a high lord of night. That's like
Yeah.
an association with like like rain, the god's rain. Feyre's like, have you considered just taking off the mask? I didn't see your comment. She's like, she goes, can I just mind if I try? I don't think you're strong enough.
Just like, did you try yet? Like, just
imagine her yanking this.
no, for 49 years, he's like, you know what? It's just, I haven't even tried, haven't even thought. Jesus, Feyre.
He pulls a total like bro move though. He's like, so what about my kiss?
Yeah. What about my little smoocheroni?
Okay, wait. Willow's historically, or willow bark, contains salicin, a natural sedative ancestor of aspirin. Oh, so that's what
because
that's why she falls asleep.
Yeah, right next. She's like,
oh, the willow beckoned me to lie down,
and
I
roared with laughter, and then the world blurred, lulling me to sleep. The willow beckoned me to lie down.
And then wait, and he's like, damn it. He's like, I should be home.
Feyre.
Okay, so she falls into her magical sleep because of the salicin.
Here it is. I'd never slept so wonderfully before, so warm, nestled beside him, calm, faintly echoing into my world of slumber. He spoke again, his breath caressing my ear. You're exactly as I dreamed you'd be, too.
I wrote, huh? Huh?
Yeah, I was...
Wait,
what? Question.
Huh?
Yeah.
That don't make no sense, sir. Darkness.
When were you dreaming of her?
Yeah, beforehand. We can assume.
Are the cycles?
I feel like that's what I feel like they were just dreaming of each other beforehand, like you were saying, or like we were talking about. Okay, and then here's when she meets Alice post glamour, and she's like, "Who the get out? Who is this woman in my room
that looks like a tree?"
I remember.
Where's Alice?
I remember that detail to this day. Hold on, I think my son's calling me and my husband. Just hold on 1 second.
Sorry. Oh, you're fine. Okay, let's see. Have we all seen Sam's post about Feyre having premonitions? I have not, but I do think that Feyre has like some kind of seer capabilities. We were talking about it. I can't remember if it was the last live or not. There was something that she did where I was like she was talking about something. Do you remember we were talking about Feyre and her like foresight?
Yeah, we were talking.
She definitely had.
Yeah, people were talking about how she had dreams while she was in the cabin, sort of as like a seer. People were kind of saying, or an oracle. Were they calling her an oracle?
Yeah, but we, in one of our past lives, we had something highlighted, and I was like, that was like foresight.
Oh wait, are you talking about the Amarantha? thing. Someone mentioned it too. She dreamed of Amaranth and the Adder before she met them. Yeah, that's
Yes.
when she was. When it was like the purple and the red, whatever. Oh yeah, and the girl like clawing at her, and it was before she ever knew who that was. Yeah. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
And she saw the house
Yep.
at the end.
Yes, and the adder. That was it. Yeah, it was after they
She painted
interacted
it.
with the adder, but she couldn't see it, and she dreamt of what it looked like.
She painted it, didn't she? With like membranous wings.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She saw the House of Wind. I do not remember that, Cheryl. It's been a long time since I read these. Please elaborate.
But I feel like she has to come from the witch's line somehow. Like that's just where my little pea brain goes.
Would love that.
Yeah, maybe Tamlin had premonitions about Feyre too. Maybe,
I think
or
so.
like,
I think so, because if we go along with it being the cycle, even no matter what cycle it is, I think that they know each other. They're like, this is like a calling too. It's like this is sort of the fate part of Prithian, I think. It was Under the Mountain when the music came in. I do not remember Under the Mountain very well at all. I'm pretty sure I listened to that part, so I feel like when my eyes don't see it, I just can't remember it as well.
I just love this part in the beginning of 24 when is Alice unwell? Are you out of your right mind? Like I love. She is sassy. I am Alice. Like, girl. So good.
Sorry, I was reading. Yeah, it could also have been a vision. I don't remember it all, but valid assumption.
Yeah. That's what I feel like when he was sending her stuff. That's more him like into her mind.
Is he okay?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Why bother to glamour everything? What else was I gonna? Oh, okay, wait. Sorry, it's so loud. The hallways. Okay, where are you? I'm just skimming onto the next.
Okay, I have like after where she's like, there are a lot of people, fairies around. When did they arrive? When she's like asking about them, like when did they get here? And then she starts like describing them. They're the strangest, with iridescent, buzzing wings sprouting from their back, and of course there were the green and brown skin and their unnaturally long limbs. And it just made me think like, I know we're in the Fae realm, but kind of after this first book, I don't really remember any time that they mentioned Fae that don't look humanoid. You know what I mean?
That's why I highlighted it too. And similarly to the blue summer court guy, what are the beings that are like? They're like creatures.
Right. And how come we don't really see them here? Like we see them in, not necessarily that, but we see them throughout Throne of Glass, like other non-humanoid beings and in Crescent City. But I feel like and maybe it's just because it's been so long since I've read ACOTAR, like I feel like past this book, we don't really see that aside from like the adder or like,
we feel supposedly is like this separate thing that comes, like it's like a together package with Amarantha. To me, it feels that way. I don't know. I expected it to be like high fae just for humanoid with more power, and then the lesser fae or the fairies were just humanoid fairy, just with lesser, you know what I mean? Just lesser power. But lesser fae are usually from the far from the court. Oh, you mean like they mean a state, or I guess wherever the person is, the main person.
Yeah, they live like.
But I think
in the wild.
But it's that we don't see. At least I just don't remember. I just feel like we're talking to regular people all the time. I mean, pointy-eared people. Summer Court is the one I'm seeing it on a reread most. That they have like some creatures, which could be like if everyone turns Valg, if this is like pre-Valg, what if this is like origin? It would kind of make sense because we have like the humanoid and then we have like the creatures, which is what the beast and the winged beast and all those creatures. I don't know. Just a funsy thought. There are a couple in the rainbow. Oh yeah, wait. I think I remember that now. The shadow lady. The shadow lady. Oh my gosh, him being like, he's like, literally, she's like looking around. She's like, there are a lot of people, fairies around. When did they arrive? And he's like, I cannot.
I know, and then she's like, so when I ran out, and he's like, you had an audience. Like, how do you think I knew where you were?
I literally wrote, so embarrassing.
She's just like, have you seen that meme where it's like her tiptoeing around this
Yes.
and there's just like people like
Imagine it to her own, like, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. She's got her theme.
first new groove.
Just a
First
little,
new-
yes. Just a little roll. Ha, 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 ha. You know? Oh my gosh. That's
doing his own
exactly.
theme song.
When I read that, I was like, she said, I've been tiptoeing past fairies who'd probably laugh their heads off at the blind human following an illusion. Like, ooh, that's one for history right there. If you're
Yeah.
in that. Okay, the Fae watching her. Wait, hold on. She said, "Girl, you don't want to hear my Cressida theory." I do. I do want to hear it. Give it to me. I love a theory. That's so.
They're like,
funny.
humans are weird.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
It was so good. Oh. And then she's talking about how like, okay, but I could see the Naga and the Puka and the Suriel. And he said, the Naga, ... they belong to someone else. I'm assuming it's Amarantha. But like, why are you being weird?
The Puka, I know, I highlighted that. The Puka belongs. They're not members of my court. The Puka belongs to the wind. That doesn't belong to anyone's court. And weather and everything that changes. So the harp. The Puka belong to the Daglin. Because the weather, the harp is responsible for seasons and kingdoms and time. And so the wind and weather and everything that changes, are they just I feel like they're just a creature that the Daglin made.
They're just a free spirit, okay, Feyre, get over it.
No, geez, come on. They're on the wind. And the Naga, they belong to someone else. Oh, wait.
Which I'm assuming means Amarantha.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's like, is she like pulling a King of Hybern and like doing, like making creatures?
Yeah, I think she's like, she's just trying to, I think she's trying to emulate. I haven't nailed it down yet, but she's like trying to emulate them somehow. She does a lot of, remember we were saying she either has the crown, like the actual crown, or she's emulating the gold crown with the black things and the gold masks on everyone. I don't know how it's connected to the Daglin, but I think if she was Hybern's commander, he has to be some sort of degree higher than her. I feel like he gives like astronomer vibes, like the astronomer from Crescent City. Because he's like a spell master. Yeah. He's like a spell guy. I guess Jessica maybe would be equivalent to Jessica. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I also find it weird that the King of Hybern is nameless. I'm like,
I know. Gosh, we need names around here.
I know.
I was wondering if how he always calls. I think I might have said this to you in our chat, but how he always calls her favorite darling. Obviously,
yeah.
Like, what if it's like Wendy Darling? Like, what if it's like I'm the lost? Like, what if she based? Because she takes different parts from different fairy tales. Like, I wonder how we could apply Peter Pan to the Bat Boys, like the Lost Boys and Peter Pan, who has like this shadow obsession. He's looking for his shadow, but like,
and Reese never growing up.
The embodiment of shadows. Reese is covering everyone with his shadow. So I just thought it was so. I wonder if there is that correlation because we were talking about the cycles. It's the same sort of all connected thing. So
I also do want to point out, and I know we're not there yet, but Amarantha is the first one I'm pretty sure to call her Feyre darling. I just saw Princess comment. Did you? Is that what you're laughing at? The king of Hybern named Jeff. Can we call him
Jeff?
Jeff from now?
Jeff Jones Hybern. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I cannot. That's like when people name their dogs human names. That's my favorite.
Oh, me too. I had a friend, she named her cat Blake. It was, I can't.
Like, get a cat and a kitty and move on.
Yeah. Okay, I love like kind of moving along with them, like teasing her. Lucian, if I offer you the moon on a string, will you give me a kiss too? Everything Lucian says, I'm like, love you.
And Tamlin's like growling at him. Don't be an ass. He loves her. He loves her.
We're in love.
Oh yeah, so she says, if I were to encounter the adder again, would I actually see it? And he said yes, and it wouldn't be pleasant. And she said, you said it didn't see me. And then he says, because I threw a glamour over you and when we entered the garden, the adder couldn't see, hear, or smell you. And then it says, oh man, I lost the part. But tell me when you were reading this, because I'm trying to, it's been like a week since I read it, so I'm trying to remember, but I had it underlined. He's confusing here because he's acting like he glamored everything else, but he also glamored the adder, but she couldn't hear him, or she could?
I don't think, wait, she couldn't hear him. She could hear them responding.
She could? Because I thought she heard like weird
voices. Oh, no, she could. Yeah, because she described the voice. That's right.
Yeah. But the adder couldn't see, hear, or smell you, but she couldn't see it, but she could hear it. And if you removed the glam, I remember being confused about this when I read it, but now I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
I want to do something. I'm trying to remember. Oh, and more of these creatures are being freed from their tethers. I was wondering if that's like a similar to, because he's like diluting the creatures, sort of like how we're talking about the lesser fae being creatures. And he says that they're being freed from their tethers. That's kind of reminding me of Princes of Hell, how they're like, they got out of their cages and they're being dealt with. That's what Ada says at the end of House of Earth and Blood when he's talking to Jezebel in the epilogue. He's like, yeah, they're Apollion's dealing with them. They got out of their cages, those like the lesser beasts. All signs point to hell.
Yeah. Lucian is gay. He is.
Facts. Someone said Lucian is mommy and daddy.
Facts.
No arguments. No arguments. Passed. The next morning I found a head in the garden. That's the next line I have highlighted.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I have highlighted right before that, the little doodity. It says, I didn't bother to offer my aid. I already knew he wouldn't allow me to help with whatever this conflict was. Feyre, keep that in mind after she comes back and she's like, you need to let me go to the border. You need to let me train. Girl. No.
I feel like me personally, I don't feel like she should be anywhere fighting. She shouldn't have the fate of the spring court in her hands. She shouldn't be able to do anything that puts anybody else at risk. But I will say, when she comes back and no one knows that she has powers, except for the fact that Tamlin's like, it would be obvious. So aside from the fact that it would be obvious, no one knows she has powers, not even Tamlin. So I'm under the understanding when I read it that she wanted to be physically trained to protect herself.
Yeah.
Similarly, physically. I think that one-on-one, if my husband was afraid of me getting captured, and I'm like, hey, I want to learn how to defend myself, he's absolutely going to teach me how to defend myself. But should he put me out on the front lines? No. Should he, just like she wasn't ready for war, she's not ready to be fighting, but I don't know. I feel like when people have that conversation, I'm not sure if they're coming from like, should she have been magically trained? No. Not for fighting. You know what I mean? But
I'm excited to get back there again and reread that because I don't remember the specifics either. But also, it's like, girl, you just went through a trauma. Like, don't you think maybe, like, honey,
Just say,
the color red scares you. You think you should be in doing hand-to-hand training right now?
I think, yeah,
You
no,
have
I think
PTSD.
she needs to be, there's like healing in training, but again, I'm not saying she should have been out there doing a regimen. But I think that
Yeah.
there's a degree of Tamlin, I think reasonably so. You know, I'm like a psychology lover. I think that it would make sense that there was probably a degree to which Tamlin was just too afraid to let her off of a leash, not a leash, but like let her out of his sight because he was traumatized by losing her. And I think that that's validated. I think that he's scared of losing her. That's something that anybody, but also in real life, if we're talking about things that can go too far, people can take that too far. I'm not saying he did. I just think I like talking about that kind of stuff. I like talking about the psychology of it. So,
Yeah. I think people, like, when it gets to that point and they've already got the, like, resand blinders on, it's like they forget that Tamlin also went through a trauma.
yeah, he's
And, like,
horrified of losing her. It's not that he's like, you're a woman. I don't think that. I think that he has actual reasoning. However, I think that her expectations were too high and his expectations were too protective. I think that they could have met in the middle.
Yeah.
Me personally.
And neither of them were communicating, though. Like, that was the whole thing.
Yeah. And I think that's the biggest thing is so many of it is like, even the fandom, when we talk about it, it's like, well, was it this or this? And it's like, if we don't know, they don't know what they're talking about. So it's just a matter of communication, really. Yeah. Cheryl said they didn't communicate at all. Yeah.
No.
I think wanting to defend yourself is reasonable. Wanting to defend the border, not. I don't
No.
remember if that's what she's trying to do, but yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I think it's.
Yeah, she's like, I'm the curse breaker.
And like 5 minutes before that, she was like, I'm an oath breaker.
Yeah.
Boo. The only thing I'm good for, I fucked up. She literally thinks that that's the only thing she's good for is her oath to her mother. Okay.
Jesus.
Um.
Okay, so yeah, so the head,
Yeah.
she found it. Yeah,
Like-
the next morning.
Yeah, I found a head in the garden. A bleeding male high fae head spiked atop a fountain statue of a gray heron flapping its wings. And then I don't have anything until it's like they branded him behind the ear with a sigil. A mountain with 3 stars.
Which I'm like, so is Reese branding people? Why is there a
I just read it for what Lucian or Tamlin says it is. The first part, which is, or no, not the first part. Let's see, where he says the night. It's on the next page, but he says the night court is deadly, but this was only their lord's idea of a joke. So I think
And
he's
why?
saying, I think he's saying this is Reese being a dick.
Yeah, why would he kill his own people?
I don't know what the frick that is. I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, I don't know. And I know we're not like to that point, but like Reese does not run his court well, but it's like I guess it could be Amarantha torturing him by doing this to one of his people, or like why would you do that? I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was weird. And then Tamlin goes on to be like, the Night Court does what it wants. They live by their own codes, their own corrupt morals. And it's like, ooh, why is that your opinion? Because I feel like later people tend to be like once we are into the resand, dick sand, they're like, oh, that they just made that up. Like that's not really how they are. And it's like, I don't know. I feel like everything Tamlin has always said was true. He's never been untruthful. Even if it's like,
Well, he lied about from the very beginning about the treaty. But aside from that, it's a one-off.
I don't remember that one. But like a lot of the other like observations he makes are that. And why would that be his? I don't know. Maybe I'm going too deep into it, but I'm like,
Oh yeah, I don't. I feel like also, I wrote, why didn't he mention the night court when he said that the autumn court is cutthroat? Because he was like, mentioning how all of the High Lords or whatever, but he was like, but the Autumn Court is cutthroat. And that feels like, I don't know, but I just wrote that down because we just read it. And they act like they're like loosely, like that's just his idea of a joke. He's sadistic. But then like they're sadistic killers. And how are they doing anything if like all of these people have been locked in the night in Valaris for 50 years? Like who's
Right.
I don't really feel like I have enough information about this situation. I'm like, I don't know
Yeah.
what to make of this.
Well, not everyone in the Night Court was locked in Valaris, though.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But those were apparently his only people that he cared about. So
what Cheryl said the fairy is Day Court. What fairy?
I think she's talking about this fairy who was found dead.
Where does it say that? I took it the branding meaning that fairy, because they're trying to figure out where it's from, and they said not the Autumn Court. I don't recognize him at all, Lucian says. And then neither do I. And then it furthers. Then they branded him behind the ear with a sigil.
Yeah.
So I took that as meaning that fae was of the Night Court.
And do they even describe what it looks like? I don't remember. I don't think so.
It says a mountain with 3 stars.
No, I'm sorry. I meant the fairy itself.
Oh, I don't think so. It just says his mouth was open vulgarly. Oh my God, I can't speak. But that was it.
Yeah, that's a weird.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's a message to get in and out of our defenses to possibly commit the crime nearby with the blood this fresh. It's exactly what the High Lord of the Night Court would find amusing. The bastard. I was like, bastard? They call bastards. I mean, I'm gonna. So, I'm just gonna drink my drink, and I wrote bastard in all caps. Okay.
I know I don't have anything there. I just have like her thinking about the stay with the High Lord human, you will be safe. Like thinking about what the
me too.
Suriel said.
Why is she like looking? She said twice now, looking for remnants of the humans that were What are you expecting to find? A bone, a fossil? Is she gonna find a fossil out in the garden between the rose bushes? What is she looking for? I still hadn't looked to see any of the hints of those long. You want to know what the hint is? It's the smear on the mural. That's it. Okay?
Yeah.
You're annoying me. That annoys me. Do you remember if they were happy to leave? No. They weren't. Do you remember if they were happy to not be slaves anymore? What a question. I was like, are you just trying to think of something to say?
When Tamlin was saying, I was happy to see them go, even if my father wasn't. And I know he was like technically like a Fae child, but I was like, could this be about the Archeron family? Like, is this him hinting? Because his claws come out. Like, I know he, like, maybe I'm reading too into it, just him being like, I was happy to see the humans go, but it's like, did you have, like, why? Did you have, like, an emotional connection to some of the humans? Because if you're a child...
Is he saying that he understood at a child's brain that this was wrong? Is that what he's saying, I guess?
Yeah, that's kind of what it makes me...
Yeah, I was happy that they were gone, but my father wasn't, because is this the part where he says, like, the things he did to those towns, like, when I saw your cottage, it took me back. Like, do you remember when he said that?
Yeah, and I'm confused because I thought he said that he was a child when that war happened. Like, he didn't fight in the war because he was a child.
Yeah, he was like that's when he was writing limericks.
not just like a young fae. Like I took that as like
Like an
a kid,
11-year-old.
not like a teenager, not like
Yeah.
a
Yay big.
kid. Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
I don't know.
You're not your father.
I know. Never made me feel little more than chattel.
Yeah.
Why did you say that?
She's using old-timey language. She's an old-timey gal.
I don't
Right.
like that.
Summer court. Does they reference later? Because I feel like now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if they reference later when they're in Under the Mountain, the fairy. Do they, Cheryl?
The one that's wings got ripped off was summer court.
Yeah.
This is a different
Yeah, this
fairy.
is like one that was found in the garden.
Yeah.
But I also highlighted that the shadows flickered in his eyes, and I think that that's sort of like reflection, but of like sadness, But I love him.
That's why I'm like, did he have some kind of like connection to?
That feels like a bad memory. That feels like a trauma flicker.
Yeah. I have the very last line highlighted that still I couldn't bring myself to paint, and then I just put girl. Girl.
I'm not looking at you, Pharaoh. Pharaoh, turn around.
I couldn't paint girl.
Full stop, Pharaoh. Full stop. Her little. Okay, I'm on chapter 25. We're flying.
We made it. Holy shit.
We're flying. Okay. I'm in the second paragraph. Do you have anything in the first or the beginning of the second? I just highlighted her foreshadowing. I was headed down a path that would likely end in my mortal heart being left in pieces, which is what happens, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. On the distant hills, I spied the makings of fires and maypoles being raised. Why did I highlight that? When I asked Alice, whose people I learned were called the Urisk, which are offspring in real mythology, are offspring of demi-fae. They're like they're like creaturey, like they look like big-eyed. They look like a mythological creature. I mean, they look crazy. Summer solstice, the main celebration, used to be at the summer court, but things are different. So now we have one here too. So I think that because Tamlin is the only one out, he has to do all of the rites, likely, not the blood rite. I think he has to do all of the rites. Uh-oh, I got a puzzle. Hello.
This is what shows up when I Googled that.
Okay. That's not what came up for me. Mine looked like a Furby.
There's also this one. This is the Scottish version.
What are that looks like where the wild things are.
Dude, this is my favorite one. Hold on. Oh shit. It won't let me zoom, but
oh my god. Little hair.
Okay, anyway. Yeah.
I have nothing on this.
So I just have highlighted like the summer solstice, the main celebration used to be at the summer court.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming though, like if they like Tamlin is doing them externally, like he's not going to go to the summer court, but if the high lords of the other courts, if they're under the mountain or wherever they are, I'd assume they're still doing it because Amarantha would need them to feed the land, the power. Like,
yeah, I'm assuming because they're all under the mountain. So I'm assuming I don't know, but
she can't starve
she
the
has
land.
power, but she doesn't have access to it. So I wonder if because their power is not being used, maybe they're not. I don't know how magic to the land works. I'm not sure if that changed anything. But yeah, how if it's like in the court that it's supposed to be managed by, and if that high lord, if the land decides the high lord It's magic. And the High Lord of that land is the one who's supposed to be returning and giving and, doing the exchange. How is Tamlin doing said exchange for each solstice? Do you?
Yeah. Well, it made it seem like when they did the Calamai, it made it seem like that was the spring court, like his big rite, but it seemed like I took it as like all of the High Lords participate in all of the rites, but like there's so like the summer solstice, he's participating, but it's not like he doesn't have like it's not detrimental to the land.
If he doesn't do it, or if he does?
I mean, either way, I mean, I feel like I took it as like because he doesn't do a rite; they just celebrate.
For summer solstice?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't actually. I'm trying to like remember as we go through it, but yeah, I think that what's weird is he says, because you're right, it says the main celebration, which signifies that it would be one and everywhere except the main one where they do the ritual. But now he says, so now we have one here too. But wouldn't you always have had one if the main one was in summer court, but we all do it? But now we have one here too. Or maybe they only do. Maybe because there's likely only solstices for the 4 season courts.
But also, they can't go between courts right now. So they couldn't even go. Not that he can tell Feyre that, but they couldn't go to the summer court to celebrate. So maybe this is just him being like, hey, let's try to keep things kind of normal and just have a party because shit
But I've
sucks.
been wondering, like, how are they redoing? How are they trading off the magic though? Like, because I feel like each of the solstices would be the great rite, but for each one for each season. So I wonder how
Maybe she lets that specific
maybe that's what's
High Lord out to.
What if that's the blight on the land? What if
Mm,
that's what's contributing
well, I think
to the parasite is that there's not a renewal of magic. Because you're right, they're not doing the solstice here in this part, but then who's doing it?
I thought the blight was just their way of not talking about Amarantha. I thought Amarantha was the blight.
I think it's like representative. Yeah. I kind of took it as like kind of multifaceted. I feel like the blight, because a blight is a parasite to nature, to plants. So I feel like she's like a parasite to Prithian. And so,
Yeah.
but I also feel like that's connected to like at the time, like I personally feel like the shadowy over Prithian. I feel like that's like if the cauldron is the off switch to Prithian and the cauldron is cracked and it's cleaved 3 of its feet, it's broken. I feel like there's going to that to me is what I thought when I was like rethinking when I got to Crescent City and they were like, the first light core, and then when it's damaged, it's like tripping out. You know what I mean? I feel like that's kind of what I thought that the shadow was, and maybe the contribution of the blight, and maybe everything is sort of clouded by this darkness because the core of the existence of that plane and that world is broken. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey girl, I don't know. We're rereading. I have no idea. Okay, wait. Cheryl said, do all the great rites happen on the same day?
I think that like Morgan was saying, like the spring happens during the spring Calamaya spring solstice. The summer solstice is like the summer. I think it's in each solstice, right? That would be when they do their great rite.
Yeah. And so, yeah. I guess I don't know if like the
But
great.
it's not explained.
What'd you say?
But it's not explained ever, really. I don't think. Like,
I know it is a lot. Can you tell by all the tabbies we have? Oh wait, you can't even see. A lot of world building. We're rereading. It's funsies. I read it as they all happen in Calamai because it's about spring generating new growth. Wait. I think I'm.
I took that as just Calanmai was just for like the spring.
I thought
Just-
that Calamai was something that I thought it was like each ritual, summer solstice or spring solstice, that court was responsible for turning over their court's land magic. Is that what you were
Yeah,
thinking?
that's how.
Yeah,
That's how I took it.
There's a solstice for each season, like regardless. But I don't know. I guess what we're kind of talking about is there a rite for each season, and is each season's rite, each season's solstice called a great rite, or is that just referencing Calamai?
Yeah.
Hi, Missy.
And I don't think there's anything in, or at least we haven't seen it here, but I don't remember it being in any of the other books explained later, because I feel like this is the only one we hear about those.
Yeah, and during winter solstice, is that not Starfall?
Yeah.
And they don't do like a, but unless the Starfall is like the magic falling back, I don't know. We're talking about we were talking about the summer solstice. We're on chapter 25, 221, top of the page ish. There's solstice, but they don't do great rites on those. The autumn court had it. Because it's an orgy, Tasha said. Really constructive comment, Tasha.
He's back.
Coming strong, Tasha. Because Gwen was conceived on it. Oh yeah, I remember that. I don't remember much more than that about it. That's why everyone knows the spring one. That is true, though. Part of what she's saying is true. Everyone knows the spring one because they be getting freaky in the spring court. Because it's all about, rebirth, recycle. They be making little baby bunnies everywhere in the spring court.
Yeah. Okay. Ambassador for you just said she went down a rabbit hole of the neck tattoo on the fairy, like the fairy's neck in the garden, and it's in the SPQM tattoo in Crescent City. Ooh.
Wait, send it to me, girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she sent me the craziest thing. It was so well thought out. I was just sitting there like, mind is blown right now, girl. I know it is an orgy. It's just Tasha's delivery is just so sarcastic that
Okay.
Wait, Missy said summer solstice is the matiest mate time. I'm missing something. Oh wait, are we? Well, we're about to get
between now.
Yeah,
let's get in.
Yeah, let's get to the juice. Okay, let's get to the juicies.
I like how she's like, Tamlin remained gone for most of the day. Worry nod at me. Our girl's in love.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and then this one she's like, I heard Tamlin's deep voice. Relief sent my chest caving in. She loves him. Cauldron boil me. I cannot stand that freaking saying. Again, I thought Lucian was an old man this whole book.
I love that. Okay, I have highlighted the cornflower blue chiffon gown, and I wanted to look up cornflower blue. I was like, that feels, first of all, just like a funny reference as far as color, but the most valuable of sapphires are cornflower blue, which is a medium dark violet blue.
Ooh, wait, where is that?
Which also matches Reese's eyes and her future ring.
Yeah.
The paragraph, yeah, like 2 up from the cauldron boil me.
Oh, 2 up. Oh, 2
so
up.
It's like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw. I'm with you.
Where she's talking. Yeah, she's changed when Alice is like yanks her upstairs and changes her into a cornflower blue chiffon gown.
Cornflower blue. Oh, that's like blue. The blue purple one. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. That's the most valuable of all sapphires are considered cornflower blue, which is a medium dark violet, which is also the same color as the ring that Reese sends her to go get, and his eyes.
And we know that Vesperus has sapphire eyes, and so does Dorian, and so does Elena Havilliard. And we know obviously
and
everyone's like, oh, that's blue, but I think it's this like range of sapphire is not always blue.
and rune. Yeah.
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 Okay.
So
I don't
I
have
just
any.
was like, I don't know. It caught me.
Every time we
And
see
then
purple, every time we see purple here, I feel like where it should be green or yellow, I'm like,
yeah,
why is it purple?
I know. I also highlighted like it's not important, but just Lucian. Unfortunately for you and your neck, tonight's just a party.
Like keep it in your
I literally just have ha 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 like in all.
Wait, where? Let me see where that was because I think I have it. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, I put LOL in her response. Do you lie awake at night and come up with all your witty replies for the following day? Wait, isn't
I
close to
love
the
them.
flower Farah sees in her dream under the mountain? Do not know. Cheryl's in here. Cheryl might know, but I don't remember.
Yeah, me neither.
Cheryl.
Wow.
Okay. I just have where it says solstice celebrates when the sun outshines the night as the longest day of the year. It is a time when everyone can take down their hair and simply enjoy being a fairy, not high fae, not high fae or fairy, just us and nothing else. So they're all on the same level. It's like they're diluted down to their faedom, which I wonder if that symbolizes. That's interesting.
Yeah, is that just meaning like that's how the spring court celebrates, or is that how everyone celebrates the solstice?
I
Which
think they're
brings us
saying
back
it's
to
everyone. I took that as
yeah.
everyone, but obviously I don't know. But I think that, yeah, I think they're just saying it's a time to let your hair down and everyone's just equal. It's like
Yeah.
it's like the Independence Day of Prithian, 4th of July of Prithian. You just get lit. I'm an old man, so it's bedtime. Oh, thank you, Prince.
Good night.
Good night, oldie. Sleep tight. Thank you for coming. Chapter 25.
I also highlight, I don't know if you have anything between that and this, but I just highlighted the sycamore. I feel like that she brings up sycamore trees so much. Like she's always like, "Oh, there's a sycamore. There's a sycamore. There's a sycamore." Like
Yeah.
what's the deal with that? Let's look up.
Like,
I didn't look it up.
I think she just likes it. Summer solstice used to be only at summer break. Yeah, we read that just before where it says it was the main celebration used to be at summer court, but things are different. We have one here too. What does it say?
The sycamore lore spans cultures, symbolizing life, death, and gateways between worlds, linking the living and the dead for rebirth. Okay, well,
So we're in hell. We're in our first level of hell. We're to the left of the house of Hades, where the white cypress is, and it's
the
basically
tree of life. It was a sycamore. It says.
Hi, Kay.
Let's see. The Lady of Sycamore is the goddess Hathor, who offered water and blessings to the underworld. Okay, great, we're there. Fairy homes. Celtics believes that fairies lived in them.
Maggie's looking up the sycamore tree because Fairy talks about it all the time, and she basically found out that it's like represents life and death, and basically the what is it? The blending of the two worlds between the living and the underworld. So
yeah, a gateway.
We are stepping into the after.
Right.
That's so. What was I going to say about that?
Write that down. I'm gonna go back and see every time.
So really quick, amarantha is a flower. It's the never dying flower. And it is, she's also called that like the never dying flower in the book. but in real mythology, it's a never dying flower, and it's associated with. Well, first I was looking up the mythology about it, and it was like there's a story basically that compares the rose to the amaranth. Amaranth. I don't know if it's called. I don't think it's called amaranth. I think it's called amaranth. And basically, it's like the rose is like, I'll never be as beautiful as the amaranth or something. And then that other flower looks at the rose and is but I bloom. One of them blooms all year, which is the amaranth. And I hope I'm saying that right. Anyway, the flower is associated with Aphrodite, who is, I believe, red haired and is a goddess associated with love. Double check me on that. I'm pretty sure. So then I was like, what if Amarantha is just a god or whatever, a higher level taken over by Valg, like we were talking about? If that realm was taken over, if the hellscape was let into Prithian so long ago or whatever stage, what if I just feel like the associations with Amarantha align with her being this like god or goddess or whatever, she has these associations, and it made me think of maybe the Valg seeping in and just sort of having this, all these people who are bad maybe were just beings who were just taken over at a later time. I just wanted to throw that in. Amaranth is also in iron and used in blood rituals. I think I read that too.
Ooh.
Isn't there a tower, one of the three towers on the map in Throne of Glass? If someone, I don't have it right next to me. I'm pretty sure one of the three towers in the triangle of death. Why can't I make a triangle? I'm pretty sure the top one is called Amaranth or Is it? Maybe.
What is it?
Missy said yeah, but on the map in Throne of Glass, the northern continent, I'm pretty sure the top tower within the no magic zone is called Amaranth.
Oh.
And is that is in the wastes, I believe. I could be wrong.
I'll pull up a map.
But I'm a map girly. I'm like this the whole time.
I know. I love a map.
I love
I saw someone post and was like, "Do you know you can just print out the maps?" And I was like, why didn't I think of that before?
Yeah.
Instead of just flipping back and forth like an idiot. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was wondering if it's associated with
Amaroth.
Oh, okay.
But still.
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
And is it not, I think someone said it's in the Frozen Waste, which is not near the Rune Mountains, correct?
No, it's above the Rune Mountains. So there's the Rune Mountains, and then it says Frozen Waste, and then Amaranth is like northwest. Northwest.
West. I thought you said west.
One of my favorites.
Me too. Oh my god.
I thought you said west.
Oh my god. Okay, so thank you all for confirming the thing that I just took us completely off track on. Sorry about that. Apologies. Where are we? Okay. The reading. Okay, wait. They're singing and dancing, a sense of drinking. Now that my eyes were open to the sight, the exquisite dresses, the lithe forms that were shaped and colored and built so strangely and differently were a marvel to behold. Why did I highlight that? I thought I was going to say something else, but I was wrong. Did you read the Bloodthirsty Fire Night?
Wait.
The beginning of the paragraph says table after table of food.
Oh, yeah.
At the last part of it says light and joyous and open, talking about the music and the bonfire, just I guess summer solstice, the celebration. And it says, and open, the mirthful sister to the bloodthirsty fire night. And we were talking about it being a dark transfer or something that's dark. And I wonder if like an aspect of Tamlin's father being a bad guy, like, is that part of the weight of the gift? Like, does he have to, like, of the magic? Does he have to transfer that burden of like a bad person held that magic? I'm kind of just crack theorizing, but I'm just trying to figure out, like, I'm trying to wrap my mind around what is bloodthirsty. Like, what about it? You know?
Yeah. Well,
What are you thinking?
I took it as like just the way that Tamlin was acting. Like you know what I mean? Like it was like he was beastly, he bit her, like
Mm-hmm. Relaxed versus primal.
yeah.
Bloodthirsty and primal, though. I don't know about. Like they could be similar. I could see he does literally bite her, which is quite bloodthirsty. It is. It is. But in this situation, she's not comparing. Tamlin is acting. Just to back myself up a little bit. It's the music. It's the bonfire, the fiddles, the drum, the music, how she's dancing. It's light.
But also the way she calls it Fire Night instead of Calamai or the Great Rite. It's she like
That's what he called it.
Right.
I don't know. Oh, so I wonder if. Remember though, because she can't say calamai.
Calamari.
Yeah, she should have just called it calamari and been done with it. He does look
Oh.
animalistic. It's a sovereignty goddess ritual. If the goddess is dark, the right is
Yeah,
dark.
see how cute this cat is.
He's doing rolls. He's doing foldies.
He wants attention so bad. This is what we call him. He's beads
He's what?
cute. He wants attention. He's
Aw.
bees and cute.
So cute.
He's like, ooh, look at me being cute.
Always tries to steal your spotlight when you're
No.
on live.
Come on over.
Okay,
Love
so
when cats act like hoochies.
what'd you say?
Emily said
Oh,
she
yeah.
loves when cats act like cookies.
Yeah, she gets filled with sunshine and she says she's Earth. Wait, she gets filled with sunshine and she says she's Earth. Then at dawn, she says it's like a new world. Wait, right now, are we getting ready to get there? Solus and Cathona. I see what you're saying. Okay, wait. Hold on. I was busy contemplating why the lanterns and ribbons shone, the shadows they cast, such angles and colors to them.
Angles and shadows and colors and light.
Oh,
Jesus.
so funny. I was pouring myself a goblet of golden sparkling wine. Underworld. I wouldn't drink that if I were you, which literally the fairy wine is literally, even Lucian's like, don't.
Yeah.
Lucian's kind of like being a Hermes. He's like, hey, stop. Don't do that. The fizzing liquid. Surprised she didn't call it effervescent. Fairy wine at the solstice is a no-go. Remember the last time you ignored my warning? He poked at my neck. He's so funny. Tamlin's new nickname, Sunshine.
I love Lucian so much.
Gosh, I also remember you telling me how witch berries were harmless, and the next thing I knew, I was half delirious and falling over myself. Lucian had, and then I went down. Lucian had laughed himself sick. Tamlin chucked him into the reflection pool.
I love that they're just like, we get these like little snippets because like obviously we're not getting every single moment of their time, and it's like, oh, look at them being cute.
They're being like a little tripod. I love it. I love a tripod.
But I like right after that how she was like, she wants to forget the blight hovering at the edge of court, threatening my high lord and his lands. Her man. My man.
So she really did get filled by sunshine. Yeah, she did. Lit her ass up. Filled her ass up, lit her ass up. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's nearly the next line. Where was Tamlin? Tam would gut me if you caught you drinking that. It was like a million fireworks exploding inside me, filling my veins with starlight. Oh, I thought I was going to say sunshine.
Starlight.
Filling my
That's an
veins with
interesting
starlight.
use of terminology.
Yeah. It was like a million fireworks exploding in me, filling my veins with starlight. Underworld. I'm just gonna say that every time. I don't know. It liberated me from. Hmm?
Like this, the Starborn.
Oh.
That's what that makes me think of. Like her veins are filled with starlight, like a starborn something.
I didn't even think about that. I'm going to paint
Human.
She said, I'm gonna paint you. I can imagine her drunk like, I'm gonna paint you tonight. Sam, when we get back inside, I'm gonna paint you later.
I'm gonna paint you.
I was thinking you look good on the canvas.
I like how she even like shocks herself. She's like, I giggled. Actually giggled.
Can you imagine?
And then cauldron boil and fry me. Jeez.
Who said that? Was it Lucian?
Lucian.
God,
Yeah.
watch your mouth. Watch your mouth with that weird shit. Come on. Okay. Oh, wait. Where is that? Oh, yeah. Cauldron boil and fry me. Gosh, you sound like freaking Mr. Rogers, Lucian. That's something Mr. Rogers.
They don't even have fried chicken there. How do you know to fry someone in the cauldron?
Yeah, you all got Crisco. I don't think y'all got Crisco and Prithian, okay?
Yeah, what are you frying in there?
The music became a siren song. The melody was my lodestone, and I was powerless against its lure. And I looked up what that is, and it's basically magnets that attract iron. So she is the iron of the Iron Age.
Mm-hmm.
And the music was magnetizing her being,
Which
it was pulling
which was
her in.
Tamlin, because he's
Yes. Wait, where? I savor the dampness of the grass from my feet. Wait, where are they doing right now? Because again, it's been a little while. Who's playing the music? Is that when he's playing the fiddle?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I don't remember.
She was like noticing the fiddle before she knew it was him. But before we get there, right after that, when she's like lost her shoes and she's like describing the sky as amethyst, sapphire, ruby, onyx, which are all stones.
Which are all the colors of the starlight pool.
Yeah.
So I wanted to swim in it. I just wanted to swim in it, like the starlight pool, like the starlight pool, the sky, the starlight. Okay. What is it saying? What is below? What are you laughing at?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Something about same as above as below, or whatever. Same as below as above, whatever.
I wanted to bathe in its colors and feel the stars twinkling between my fingers. We're getting lots of star references.
She has been, because they've been swimming in the starlight pool. So she's like, she knows what. Yeah, as above, so below. Good. Thank you, Tasha.
So, so girls drunk, not formal dancing. It was like they were as loose as I was.
Oh, okay. So I also have. Oh, wait. Maybe we're not there yet. If you have something more.
Where?
When he's like, I have down below where she's talking about the tempo increasing. She wanted to be in the music, wanted to ride its speed and weaves between its notes. I could feel the music around me like living, breathing thing, wonder and joy and beauty, which like typical fairy lore is like, if you drink fairy wine, you won't stop dancing. It's like getting like trapped in a fae circle or something like that. Like, there's a lot of fae lore that if you drink the fae wine, it'll make you dance until you die.
Yeah. That's really interesting. Wait, so the music is a living, breathing thing. Sort of like how, so they're personifying music similarly to how they personify like they're personifying things like the bog is personified, and that kind of makes me feel like there's like a Daglin sleeping under there or some sort of like being connected to it. So I wonder if there's like their gods used to be the wind and the river and the mountains. Could it not be a music is like a godly thing here almost?
The harp.
Yeah. Oh, the music of the land. That mo is in everything. My body was still swaying toward the pull of the sound. It's literally pulling them, which is the lodestone. It's like the magnet. It's like the magnet.
Yeah. And what's up with, like, Lucian isn't just like, quit it. He's like, Feyre, stop. I'm being serious. Like he's like worried. Like, this isn't just like a Lucian being Lucian, like, quit it, you're drunk. Like, he's like,
which is annoying because 5 seconds later, Tamon's like, let her be.
Right.
If it was like Lucian is tight. He's like tense. He's like, I'm going to get in trouble. Never does he get in trouble.
Yeah. Like, what's the deal? Like, why are you so stressed about this? Like, so it's making me wonder, like, what has he seen similar to this? Like, he had to have, like, he's thinking something bad is going to happen out of this, right? Like, that's gotta be.
He's watching her be lured by this like siren song.
Yeah.
Weird. And then it says, like Tasha was saying earlier, I was a part of was it Tasha or Missy? I was a part of this earth and the earth was a part of me. And I would be content to dance upon it for the rest of my life.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to read the comments really quick. Veins versus heart. I don't think she, oh wait, hold on. Missy said, crap. Another thing Rhysand takes from her, she wanted to swim in the sky. He takes her swimming. I don't remember what we were talking about. Do you remember? I know we're talking about the Starlight Pool, but I don't know. Can you explain, Missy? Sorry, I forgot what we were talking about. My Tuatha, I don't know if that's how you say it right. Thing, the harp and the Tuatha De Danann controls the seasons, which makes sense if Lashstream can control time. Yeah, and it says the one in this one does as well. So her, have you done a whole thing about it yet, Cheryl? I think I just saw you posted like the words on the screen, but I don't know if you did the whole deep dive.
Yeah, I want to watch that because I haven't.
It's really cool. It's really cool. Cathona. Oh.
Tribe of the Gods. It also, I like just seeing the name. I was like, oh, Rune Danann. Like, that's what that made me think of.
So cool. She was telling me so much stuff about it. My kid is sick. Oh, don't worry. We're not rushing you. I know. I definitely feel that. Lo was like, you still haven't made your video about the Daglin versus the Asteri. I was like, girl. I know. I have like 5 minutes to film, and every time I start getting my details in line, I'm like, there's more, and I just keep reading, and then.
And I feel like I'm so brain dead. Last week we talked about something. We were like, I need to make a video about that. I have no idea what it was we were talking about. So.
Either.
I
know. Just realized Rune's name.
Yeah. Because always stuck out to me the Rune Mountains. But this, yeah, Danann.
Which, Tasha, was it you who was saying, like, if Bran and Actaeon do go back in time, wouldn't it be funny if Brandon names the Rune Mountains after his stepdaddy? You know? Because it's like near Terrasen, right? I think. Or it's at least on the same continent, so.
Yeah, I was just looking at that one.
Yeah, I remember.
Above the waist, so.
Okay, we're doing good. We gotta finish. Let's see. Oh, we only have.
Yeah, I have highlighted like now hearing him play, I knew he could have made a fortune from it. Talking about the fiddle, I feel like so many people are like, "Oh, it's so cringy that he plays the fiddle." Girl, he's impressed. She's impressed. She's like, "Ooh."
I think what's funny
Like,
is when they remake him doing it. Sometimes it's funny, but no,
yeah.
I agree. I'm sure especially like it reminds me of, I picture it like, remember in Narnia when Mr. Tumnus was playing the like I kind of picture it like like that was very like lolly and with the fire.
Yeah.
And so I picture that kind of, I could see how the like like the blur and the fire
Yeah.
and you're just kind of all over the place. I could picture that being very enticing.
Yeah.
Let's see. He looked marvelously handsome. Where are you?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Cheryl said, it does make me think of those guys who make you listen to them play guitar, though. In the Barbie.
Yes, the Barbie movie. It does, but he wasn't. He's just out there doing his thing, and she's like, "Ooh, I like this music,"
I
and
like
she
when
like,
it comes upon him versus him being like,
he's like,
you want to hear me fiddle?
yeah,
Like that would have been a little bit.
yeah, that would be cringy. But she's like,
Start clapping for me, Feyre, and you keep the beat. Oh my God.
she's like, I love a man who knows how to fiddle. And honestly, if we're talking about fiddle playing, are you kidding?
Wait, did you see my video? If Emily, I don't know if you're still in here. I thought I was being loud. If Emily is still in here, she saw the video because she liked my comment. There was this guy who was doing this like trap fiddle.
Yeah.
Did you see it? He was hitting.
No, we're talking about it.
He was doing some craziness, and I was like, wait till Buck Talk gets a hold of this. I'm on it, and I reposted it. And I'm like, the girlies are gonna love it, and it's giving Tam the finger.
Gotcha. The finger. That's what I'm saying. Everyone's like, "Ooh, it's so cringy. He's playing the fiddle," and she's like, "Ooh."
She's out there banjo, and she's high kneeing out there. Okay, she's feeling it. So
She's like, "Let's take this to the bedroom."
grab someone else's yum, y'all.
Yeah.
I love. Oh my God, this is so dark romance coded, but I love it. Oh my God, it's with 2 words. So that's when she's. Oh wait, so it says he looked marvelously handsome. He gave me a feral smile. Anytime it says that, I'm sat. I'm what? I'm reading. Okay. As I began to dance in place before him, I'll look after her. Tamlin murmured above the music, and I glowed. Woo! Then he says, "Go enjoy yourself." And she's like, "I don't need to keep her." And he says, "No, you don't." And then it says, "Dance, Feyre." I was like, "Oh!" You know that picture everyone's doing where it's like the guy in the club? That was me.
Mm-hmm.
Dance, Feyre. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
John Hamm. Is it John Hamm? That one?
I was like, check you.
Yeah.
I had become the music and the fire and the night. So she is, maybe
There's nothing that could slow me down, girl.
Yeah. My fairy lord, my protector and warrior, my friend.
My friend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Before him, he grinned at me. He rose from his seat and knelt before me in the grass, offering up a solo on his fiddle. I wrote, "Yowza."
And then she calls it a gift. Music for me, a gift.
So now
He played on his fingers fast and hard upon the strings.
My body slithering like a snake. Girl is gyrating. Okay? Girl is rolling.
Genie in a bottle, like,
Right?
get a girl.
And I let Tamlin's music fill all of me. And I wrote, "That's not all."
Dot, dot, dot.
Dot, dot. I love it. Okay.
Oh.
We're so crazy. Everything became a blur. Is that where you went next?
Yes, yep.
And he was the only object in it, tethering me to sanity, to my body, which glowed and burned in every place he touched, which I wrote star.
Yeah.
Like that, because Rigelus' light burns. And maybe it's like singy, like so hot or so cold. You know, like so cold or so hot is like stingy. I don't know. That kind of reminded me
But like, what does she mean? Like, is it just like a feeling of glowing, or is she actually like blowing?
Um,
I was
I
filled
think
with
that's true.
sunshine.
Maybe she's just like burning for the tension, burning for him. I was filled with sunshine again. So she's filled with music and sunshine. And then it says, this is so weird. It was like I'd never experienced summer before, like I'd never known who was waiting to emerge from that forest of ice and snow. Why would you? Why would you know? Like I'd never
Right.
known. Okay. I'm with you. Why would you?
Yeah. Like what?
Some of the things she says, I'm like, is this Sarah J. Maas or is this her writing Feyre? Like, I'm just confused here. Time goes faster when you're drunk on fairy wine.
Why? Is it just because like it's like
I
being
thought it
drunk in Vegas. You
I
don't know what time it is.
Yeah. I thought it was like that too. Like they're just saying like it's so like heavy that you get
Yeah.
drunk. But I also was wondering if it's not like like an actual aspect of fairy wine that it maybe pushes you through time. I don't know. Pausing at the end. Oh, no, that's random. Wait, why did I highlight that? Yeah, I don't have anything till the next page.
I have the high grasses move like water as the last of the moonlight danced upon them. Just like it's kind of it just makes me think of how you were talking about like with Maeve's depiction later, but it's just like the way she describes things moving like water,
Yeah.
the moonlight dancing. Like everything is very like ethereal.
Yes. Wait, they said because it's the good stuff. Reads like time flies when you're having fun. I would think so too, but saying fairy wine versus like just being drunk, I think she's drank before. I feel like there is an aspect to it, but I feel like when they say specific, he's like calling attention to it. When your time goes faster when you're drunk on fairy wine specifically, because I mean that's just what being drunk is. Otherwise,
Maybe that's like a foreshadowing to like Under the Mountain
true.
when Reese like keeps her wasted the whole time. And she's under there for a long time. And I feel like we forget that because we're reading through it so fast. It seems like it's like each trial is one day, and it's like, oh no, this has been like months.
Yeah, we do get what feels like on our end the sped up version.
Yeah.
That plays into it. The next chapter that I have stuff, or the next paragraph is it begins with for a few minutes there was nothing.
Mm.
And it says, dozens of shimmering shapes floated out across the grass, little more than mirages of moonlight. That was when the singing began. It was a collective voice, but in it existed both male and female, two sides of the same coin, singing to each other in a call and response. I raised my hands in my throat as their music rose, and they danced, ghostly and ethereal. They waltzed across the field, no more than slender slants of moonlight. And is that what was doing the lilting singing that I'm assuming she couldn't see? Or was the lilting singing the willow? Because these are willow the wisps. Are they not of the willow tree?
Yeah. What are will-o'-the-wisps?
It says spirits of air and light, which is, I think, maybe an opposite of that is that the Valgar spirits of air and rot.
So this in folklore, it says is mysterious flickering light seen over bogs and swamps, personified in folklore as a mischievous sprite or ghost leading travelers astray. It's a wisp of fire.
Oh, is that a sprite?
That's, yeah. An
Wait, it's a
atmosphere.
wisp of fire? So they're like fire sprites.
Yeah, but it says they're especially seen over bogs, swamps, and marshes. So I guess that makes sense how she described the tall grasses as like moving like water.
Oh, wait, so we have time flies when the booze has you rolling doesn't have the same ring. Will-o-wisps are like glowy dandelion puff things. Accurate definition.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. Spirits, but I literally just pictured lightning bugs. That works true. That works too. They get you lost in the woods if you follow them. Oh yeah, that's like on Brave, right? Lahaba. Yeah, me either. That's one of the saddest scenes ever.
It's also synonymous with a jack-o'-lantern.
How?
I don't know.
What? Uh, okay. Oh, but later it says, sorry, there's something in my eye. I don't know what's happening. My friends are with me. I'm not crying. So sad.
How dare you?
I know. Tasha.
You're grounded.
And you sent me a voice. She sent me a video with the graphic audio of that part too recently, or semi recently too. She keeps me crying in my DMs. Okay.
I can't.
Okay, so at the bottom of the paragraph that starts with "He cracked a lazy smile," it says, "As we danced across the spirit-riddled field," which Lo made a video about how there are no like ghosts really in Prithian comparatively to like the other two places, books, series, whatever. And it's like she mentioned other things that are kind of like resembling ghosts or like what ghosts are, but the spirit riddled field, are these ghosts? Are they connected to maybe the sprites, like you were saying? Are they connected to the spirits that fall? Because this is another solstice. So
Yeah.
in like the winter solstice, when the spirits are falling, star falling, these are also spirits of air and light, and they're in the grass during the summer solstice. So what does spirits have to do with solstice? Solstice.
Yeah. Is it because the veil is thin?
Yes, that's a good
So
idea.
that's when we can see them. That's why you can see during starfall. That's why you can see the spirits.
And I agree. Yeah, Tasha. No, yeah, I agree. But I think in this case, the spirits of Starfall, to me, I had already like put that descriptor on the Starfall spirits because they call them spirits, and I think that they're like souls. They're green, so I'm kind of linking the two. Hi, Georgina.
Good morning.
She said, "Good morning." Oh my goodness, what time is it there? Are you 6 hours ahead? It's 10:48 here. No.
Yeah.
I think you're 6 hours ahead. That'd be crazy. No.
You're up early then. Damn. Really?
You're in Cyprus? Are you in Cyprus? I think so. So I don't know the time difference. It's just before 3 p.m. here. Okay, I remembered. I pulled that out of the memory banks. 5:50. Hacha mama. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, geez.
Just before, yeah, it's 10:49 here, and she's an hour behind me.
Yeah, it's 9:49 here. Okay, right before that though, about the he smiled, I had highlight that he was the wind that stirred me about the world. Like she describes him, and I know she's like, doing her little thing, but I'm like, oh, the wind, and he's got wind magic. We are a very international group. Look at us.
I know, girlies.
I think we're gonna have to do like a trip someday.
I know too because we have Dasha's in Austria, and Angie's is Angie in France? So we're all over the place. We got some
Yeah.
friends.
And then there's Mel who also does the glasses. She's in Australia, I'm pretty sure.
Nap. Oh yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. Okay, that's crazy. Wait, what was the last thing you just said?
That he was the wind.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk about that. Do you remember? I know that. When you think wind, do you think the scene when they were rescuing Briar and he kind of does the push of wind and it lifts him off the edge? Is that what you're thinking when you think wind for him?
For Tamlin?
Yeah.
I don't remember. He'll I thought he put like candles out and stuff with like.
Because since we've reread, I feel like we've kind of discovered that he can just do anything he wants. Like he just
He
like
literally can.
handles, he makes the table go into his pocket space. Remember we were talking about tables just showing up?
Yeah. Wait, I have a list of
He does
his.
the mind, like he can read her mind. He puts her to sleep with his mind. He lights fire, he puts the fire out, he makes the table disappear. He So I feel like, is it wind or is it just his raw magic?
Yeah, we saw wind in when we were doing chapters 12 through 15. We saw him use shifting powers, wind, fire, healing, summoning. So he's got raw magic because he has like every magic.
I just remember when I first, like when I did the ACOTAR trivia for this last year, that was like, they were like, his magic is shapeshifting and wind. And I'm like, why add wind when there's like other thing of all of the things to add? I would just either
Yeah.
shapeshifting or like a bunch, you know?
It's like everything.
Yeah.
All of it.
She said, I'm a Kiwi. I'm a Kiwi living in Maryland. Maryland,
Maryland.
where I'm from. British in Sydney. Oh, I didn't know you were in Sydney. Now we know. Oh, is Bex in here? I just saw that it said she reposted. Thank you. I didn't
Did
think
she? Maybe she's awake.
Reese has massive wind connections. I think you have a video about that. You guys should go look at her video. Very good video. Yeah, Tam has raw magic. Tam, what is going on?
Yeah, I feel like Reese has mostly wind. Like, right? Like that's kind of his like. I don't know. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, me too. I don't know. He has earth magic too. He smashed the tunnel door. You mean, is that when they seal off after Under the Mountain?
Hmm.
And is that, my question is like, what I was kind of getting at is like, is that wind? Like, is it him being like, I control wind, like Rowan? Or is it just, I control with my mind anything? Because I think that can look like wind. Like, it can look like I'm just like, candles are out. It can look like I blew them out. You know what I mean? So I'm just kind of wondering, what is raw magic? Is it having all of the quartz specific magic, wind, fire, or is it just being able to do things at will?
Yeah.
I feel
Well, like
different.
Georgina just said, he's very Throne of Glass Fae quoted, and that's what I have, like the shifting like Lysandra or Dorian, the wind like Rowan, fire flame like Aelin, healing Irene, summoning. I don't know if we saw summoning, but who did that? But like he is very like he's definitely a descendant from
Yeah. And all of the Assyrian Fae, or at least the gods, gave their elemental powers to the Fae in Aurelia, or in, the Throne of Glass Fae. That's where they got their magic from. So I wonder. It's very interesting that it would dilute down into Prithian as like perfect separations of the elements. Could it be the other way?
Mhm. And okay, so Tasha, yeah, like he had to learn different magics. Maybe he never focused there, but also right now he doesn't have full control of all of his power. So maybe before he could cleave the curse or break the curse, Amarantha already had a hold of part of his power, so he couldn't access some. Like he even says, like I don't have access to all my power, and he's pretty damn powerful right now.
Yeah. Yeah, Dorian did.
Okay, I want to get the next part that I have highlighted because I'm just like, ooh. It's when he says, "I'm thinking I might kiss you."
It's like a little like high school boy thing to say.
I love it. I would so fall for that. Then do it, she says.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And then he says, Tamlin only gave that breathy laugh. Like, what kind of laugh?
Yeah, what do you
Convinced himself. Oh, yeah. He broke the bargain too. Or was that Hybern? I think I lost. Wait, Dorian?
That was
Oh, wait.
Hybern. Between Reese and Feyre. Hybern broke it.
Okay.
We're almost to the end. Look at us.
Spy cam. Hi, Camila. This thing is bright. Okay. His hands roved my back, playing in my hair, grasping my waist, as if he couldn't touch enough of me at once. He let out a low groan. Come, he said. Ooh, I'm just going to leave it at that. He said more, but we're just going to leave it at that. We passed through the low-lying mist and the rolling.
Like it's giving like underworld or heavens or something. Like that's just what I imagine. You know, like you're walking on clouds. Like,
wow. Mate, she said. My bad. She said I was looking for a spell cleaving instance. Okay. She does think. Oh, let's see. The gold in his eyes, bright with the rising sun.
yeah, I have that whole like before that, I have her whole description of like the sun coming up. The sun slipped over the horizon, lining everything with gold. It was like seeing the world being born, and we were the sole witnesses. Like, damn.
Yeah.
That's some imagery. Like, and there's the gold again. Like,
The beginnings marked by gold. It's everywhere. It's sneaking up on us. The gold in his eyes, bright with the rising sun. And obviously, the rising sun is like the dawn, which is the Seri. So,
which, okay, leads me back to the thing that I was talking about with Helios, with the sun thing. He is the bringer of day with his chariot. He brings the day.
mm-hmm.
And Tamlin literally brought her to watch the day being.
Is he Thea's child?
So,
Because also
he's not Hades.
like is when they go into the caves, there's the carving. The first carving is either a rising or a setting sun.
I can't remember.
Oh yeah, I have more about that, but I don't want to go off topic. Wait, he's so werewolf mates written. She said literally. So let's see. I couldn't believe this was even possible. I swallowed, lowering my hand until now. Oh yeah, so that's when she's saying my father told me I should let my sisters imagine a better world, a better life. That backwards. I told him there was no such thing, and I never understood because I couldn't believe that it was even possible. I swallowed, lowering my hand until now, and I think that was a good reflection. A little bit of at least at least here, she is showing reflection, and she is showing a little bit of maybe like just self-awareness for something, reflecting on something that's happened. Is not Solus a thing about hope? Oh, I don't know. I do not know. But yeah, Solus is basically Helios. So
Yeah.
I let the dawn creep inside of me. He's literally the dawn over and over and over.
Yeah, he's the bringer. So it almost makes you think like if he is like Helios and the bringer of the daylight, she's it's the happiest moment of her life. He's bringing light into her life. Like he is the light of her life. I can't. I love it.
I love it. That's it. I can't believe we finished and it's 11.
I know. Look at that. Look at
us. Round of applause for us. I'm so proud of us. And that was only 3 chapters or something. So it's fine. It's fine. I'm not.
Yes, Missy. Mates bring each other from darkness.
Fancy. We were talking about how is there remember how we were reading last time about how when she was talking about the parents. Oh wait, bye Georgina. Have a good day. We were talking about. Oh, it's out of my brain. It's my own fault. It's gone.
Sorry.
No, it's not your fault.
Distraction.
No, it's okay. I just lost. I lose it so quickly. In as soon as I just for 1 second. But are we halfway? We're beyond halfway.
I think we're a
Yeah.
little bit past halfway, right? Or there's 46 chapters, so we got 20 left to go.
The reason it took us so long last time, 2.5 hours we were on here, and we got through 3 chapters. Those were very juicy. This
They
one
were.
was lucky. I feel like we got through these really fast, but we struggled. We struggled, but we were cracking up the whole time. We were being goofballs.
Yeah, it was fun. And then we have our we've told people who have been in the live the last time. I am just waiting on one thing, I believe. And then we will do a full announcement for the giveaway that we're going to be doing. I'm so excited. So yeah, we'll decide. I can't remember if we had decided if we're going to do the drawing on that day or we'll figure it out. But very soon, like, make sure you're following our Yap and Recap page because we'll have the announcement over there with everything that you could win. Like, it's so good. It is so good.
And you told them about one of the things just because it relates to the whole thing you posted.
Oh, the rebind.
But you did the unboxing. I was just gonna, like, blow it. But one of the things that we're giving away is maybe secret. No, we talked about it in here. One of the things we're giving away is a book that was rebound by Nina, the girl who's getting her artwork stolen.
So, Firebound book.
But
it is gorgeous.
So pretty.
I wish I was in my office because I put it on my bookshelf so that way it's going to be like in the back in all my videos. But I told her, I'm like, damn, now I got to order myself a copy because it looks perfect on my shelf.
I know, I want
It's
that.
so pretty. I'm obsessed. But yeah, so.
Is she the one who did your alchemized? Dang, was that a paperback?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so cool. That was pretty.
Yeah, and like when you open it and the lights behind it, the hands look like they're tattooed because of the end paper inside. It's so cool.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much for coming. Happy Halloween, she said. We love you guys. Thank you for showing up every week.
It's so much fun.
I know, it is so much fun. This was like a little. I feel like I feel lulled to sleep by the lulling of the music from this.
I know.
A little sleepy. Also, it's blinding me. Okay, wait. Look at this light. Why does it do what?
The cops.
No. Why are those the 3 settings? Green, red and green, or blue and regular? Like what? Who?
That's weird.
Weird. I don't know why that's a thing. All right. I love you guys.
Okay.
11:30, 11:10. Okay. Bye, you guys. Have a good night.
Bye.